And welcome to the Whole Lot of Zeb channel. I'm just going to do a little something different before I get into my diecast. I'm just going to basically show you around the man cave real quick, so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like when I'm down here doing videos. This is the entrance to my man cave from the garage. As I had mentioned before, I'm a Philly born boy, so I bleed green, and I may never see another one in 100 years. But I lived through 2 Super Bowls from the Eagles, and the first one was against the Raiders. Obviously, didn't go our way. But that one against the Patriots was a one for the ages, at least for a Phillies fan. Hey guys, this is me, Whole Lot of Zeb, Rick. Nice to meet everybody. Just a couple stickers on the mirror there. And of course I have to have the Dallas Sucks can. I know this isn't all diecast, but like I said, I just wanted you guys to get a visual of what it looks like down here in my man cave when I'm doing my diecast videos. And sorry, but I know it's a couple years ago, but I got bragging rights for that. That makes me happy. And of course, there's always some Zeppelin playing in the background. And as long as I'm doing bootlegs, I can't get busted for playing music. That's the trick. I'm trying to figure out a way when I get the backdrop for my diecast wall to incorporate this picture over as well. If you noticed, a portion of this is part of my background on my my channel. You might see about that much of it. That's the rest of it. I'm very much into great white sharks. My daughter got that for me. Like I said, I'm a Jeep guy. There's my partner in crime over there. That's Memphis. He's my 3rd German Shepherd. I think I've shown that to you before. There's another Zeppelin poster, and this has been with me through my whole life, this tapestry. I got a Pink Floyd clock from the wall that a friend of mine made for me. I keep that in London time. That double neck guitar with Jimmy Page, I did that in pen and ink. That right there where he's got the bow in his hand is a tin sign. Here's all my various guitars. Some I have out. My daughter's borrowing one of my semi-hollow bodies right now. In that guitar case is a Telecaster that I have intentions of stripping down and making look like Jimmy Page's old Telecaster from the Yardbirds and the beginning of Led Zeppelin. That's my mandolin, and yes, I can play. it. There's my Pride and Joy, my Gibson Les Paul, and here's my amp equipment. Like I said, I'm just giving you a whole visual of my man cave, just so you guys get to see a whole. I'm trying to give you the whole experience of what it's like for me down here, because you only get to see a portion of my man cave. That is my grandfather, long since passed back in the late 80s. He was in Pennsylvania, there's a township called Cheltenham, and he was a member of the Cheltenham Police Department back in the late 20s, early 30s. He started off in the office, worked his way up to a motorcycle cop, and right there is a 19 somewhere between a 32 and a 36 Harley Davidson. I'm very proud of that picture. And he went on to become a detective for the township. He was very well respected among the guys that he actually put in jail. They all gave him care packages because they respected him, and they said that he treated them all very nicely. There's my Harley clock. Same guy that made the Pink Floyd clock, made that for me. There's a couple of my Harley Davidsons I collect, and that's a good friend of mine in the foreground that I went to school with, I grew up with. It's my buddy Billy Anzalone. Here's my Jeeps. Got it started on this wall. I got to figure out what to do with the rest of them because I got to figure out how to fit everything in the gaps here. There's my Led Zeppelin set, and I did show that before, and I showed you I do have a complete carded Led Zeppelin set as well. And yes, like I said, I do like great whites. Did a cage dive with them out in San Francisco off the Farallon Islands. You cannot get a true visual girth by watching them on TV until you see them up close and personal, and then you get a true amazing dynamic of how huge and wide those animals are, and how peaceful and graceful. I know somebody will have a different opinion on them, but I happen to love sharks. They are very good for the ocean and the ecosystem. So there's some more of my Jeeps. I'll bring some of them over. Everybody remember Mork and Mindy? I'll be bringing the Jeeps over and show them to you. This is my only 1/18th scale Jeep. It's a Willys. It's a 2014 Willys. And that's the 1/64th version of my Jeep. I just recently did a couple modifications to my Jeep, so I'm gonna have to mod that one. I put some new fenders on it. So this is what's going on here. I put bootleg music on the TV, and I let that play while I'm doing my videos. And of course, a lot of Zepp. I got a whole lot of Zepp all over my man cave, because that's what it's all about. And this picture right here, I don't know if you guys remember the Kodak disc camera. Back in 1988, when Jimmy Page was doing his Outrider tour, I snuck my disc camera into the Philadelphia Spectrum. I had 10th row center stage floor seats to see that concert, and I was in my glory, and I have a whole shit ton of pictures taken. Guy next to me got his camera confiscated. I was fortunate enough not to get mine confiscated. So that is a live picture I took of Jimmy Page on his Outrider tour back in 1988. I'm very proud of that picture. That picture means a lot to me, because that is the man. That is, for me, he is my God. And I'm an atheist, so that says a lot. And that is my art chest. I airbrushed that great white on my art chest. So I redid my entire wall last night and reorganized things because new cars were just piling up on the floor and I had no place to put anything. I'm not so sure I even like this setup because the cars are too close to the floor now, and some of the stuff that I have down on the bottom, it's kind of like being disrespectful to the brand. But I really don't have an option right now. As you see, I'm limited to wall space. So I managed to get everything on my wall except for a couple cars that are sitting there on the table. And there's still some stuff I haven't shown. Well, there's a lot on the wall that I haven't shown yet. So anyway, I'll be back on with a video on diecast. I just wanted to share this video with you guys so you could get a visual of what it's like down here when I'm doing my videos. So anyway, it's not a like, share, and subscribe thing, but if you feel like it, hey, feel free. Share, like, and subscribe. That would be awesome. But I'm really just sharing a personal a personal thing about me, and this is my serenity room. This is where my peace is. So anyway, I'll be back on in a little bit with some cars to show. So I appreciate you for being my subscribers and watching my channel, A Whole Lot of Zep. I'm Rick, and I'll be talking to you soon. Thanks, be safe, and take care.